dark, and being dark wasn't pretty. Everyone like would like make fun of me, call me names, Nyama. I hated that name. As soon as I heard it, it just everything in me just would shut down. Because then it made me aware that I'm not beautiful, I'm not pretty. I remember this one time, I was in grade 4. Obviously, I'd come back from school. I came back home and I went to my mom and I was crying and I was telling her that, no, me, I want you to put bleach in my water so, when I bath. Yeah. My name is Zayda Mtawa, aka Kenyapryce, aka Brown Babe Shooting Her Shot, aka Brown Sugar, aka the Malawian Princess, and I'm 21 years old and I'm a photographer and model. So I started taking pictures back in 2017, and it was one of those things of at home there's always been a camera, and I became curious. It was like, yo, let me see what's happening here. I picked up this camera one day and luckily there was a tripod, and I was like, yo, let me take pictures of myself. Took pictures of myself. I loved how those pictures came out because finally pictures of myself looked nice, because before then I didn't like taking pictures of myself because of my self-esteem. I wasn't as confident with myself, especially considering the fact that I'm dark-skinned. At the time I wasn't confident with the fact that I'm dark-skinned. I didn't like taking pictures because I always came out dark in those pictures, or I don't know, there was just a problem. I always had a problem. But like when I took pictures of myself with that camera at the time, I loved them. And from there I continued taking pictures, started taking pictures of people as well, started taking pictures of people at school, started taking pictures with people as well, and the love of photography just grew from the love of photography as well as modeling, just grew from then. Ever since I've been at it. I look up to Wizkid. And well, that's mainly because I love Wizkid. First of all, I love his music. I've been loving Wizkid since his Holla at Your Boys days. Like, yo, me and Wizkid, yeah, we come from far. I love Wizkid, and the reason why I look up to him is because I've seen his growth. He put in work in his craft. He's consistent. Like when you listen to Wizkid back then and listen to Wizkid now, not that there is a difference, but like the difference is the level of consistency. There's just a level up every time. The level up every time. And now where Wizkid is at, you can't even touch the boy. Like Wizkid is on his own. Like you can't say none about Wizkid. He puts in the work. So every time like I look at Wizkid and his growth and his journey, I'm just like, you know what? I want to be like that. I want for people to always trace back to where I come from and see that growth, and see like the levels to it, and not to say it's, oh, boom, there's now a Kenyapryce and she's popping. No, I want that growth the same way Wizkid did it. So that's why I look up to him. And another person has to be Bonang. I don't know, there's just something about Bonang, like the work that she puts in her craft. She believes in her craft so much, and she does the most in her craft, and I love that about her. She puts in work. Like she's always working, she's always doing big things, like her moves big, like she's always leveling up, she's always taking it a bar higher. I love that about her, and the fact that she's always what's that word, always empowering women. That's what I love about her. When you see another woman empower another woman, it makes you feel good as a woman watching from the side, because the thing of, women can actually come together and do the most together, or another woman can help another woman. Women are not always trying to fight one another. It's not always the case. So when I look at Bonang, she just gives me those vibes. So yeah. I felt discouraged a lot of times, honestly. There was one time actually in 2018 where I didn't really do photography that much. Like I do it, yeah, but the love, it was not that it was no longer there. I was just discouraged. And I was doubting myself because of what I'd see on social media. I'd see other photographers and I think, yo, are they doing the most? Are they doing the most? And I look at my work and I'm thinking, it's not the most, people not even pay attention to it. So that would honestly make me feel discouraged in my work. I start believing in my work, in my craft, my vision, I start believing in all of that. But to answer the question, what do I do when I do feel discouraged? I take a step back. I've taught myself how to just take a step back and breathe and relax and remind myself why I do this, and remind myself why is this so important to me, to a point where I will continue doing it even though it's making me feel miserable sometimes, even though it's discouraging me sometimes. I remind myself, why do I do this? So I just take a step back, and once I've remembered all these things, and once I've felt on encouraging myself again, then I go back. And when I go back, I make sure that I come back with fire. I make sure that I put in the work that I need to put in. I make sure that I always remind myself that, you know what, girl, you are fire. You are the most. The work that you do, it's enough, and it makes sense. It makes sense to you, so it's going to make sense to everyone else. So yeah, just take a step back. I dance in front of the mirror. I do that a lot. Even my mom was telling me the other day, she's like, yo, when are you always dancing in front of the mirror? It's very satisfying. It makes me happy. It's one of those things of, no one can see me do it, so I'm gonna do the most. Even if I'm flopping, I'm just gonna do the most. So I do that, or I play dress up because I love fashion. Fashion is actually my first love. So I play dress up, plan outfits. So if you see me looking nice, don't think I put that outfit together on that day. I've been planning it. I know what I'm doing. It's that type of vibe. Or if I'm not playing dress up, I just take pictures of myself. Yeah. Right now, when it comes to photography and with what I'm pushing, and when you check out my Instagram page, I want people to feel like they're experiencing something. I want to tell some sort of story. I don't know what story I'm trying to tell, but at the end of the day, I want for it to make sense. Not with me forcing it to make sense, but I want whatever I do to come together and make sense. I want for people to go on my page and let it be like a virtual what's the word, gallery. When you look at my page, you're like, okay, alright, it makes sense. It makes sense why the picture's over there. It makes sense why this picture is over there. It makes sense why this one is over there. The colors make sense. They all come together. That's the type of vibe that I'm trying to bring in with my photography. But more than anything, I just want for it to grow and make sense at the end. Right now, I just want for it to be what it is. Photography to me is a safe space because when I'm in that space, I can get to be myself. I can get to produce what I see with my eyes, because sometimes I feel like people don't know how to see the beauty in things, or not that they don't know how to see the beauty in things, but for lack of a better word, I'm going to use that. They don't know how to see the beauty of things. So when I am able to bring out the beauty of something that people look at and they're like, this is not nice, and I'm able to bring out the beauty of it, I'm just like, see what I was telling you. So when I'm in that photography space, I feel happy. It brings me joy. I'm at peace with myself. It's just a happy space, a safe space, and just being in that space, me being creative, it's lovely. It's lovely. Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, I do. So first of all, I'm scared of snakes. Oh guys, if you bring a snake here, Anyway, but my biggest fear, honestly, is me giving up on myself. Me not doing what I always tell myself, that you know what, I'm gonna put in the work. If I stop telling myself that, that's my biggest fear. Me just giving up on my craft, giving up on myself as a person, giving up on my dreams, my ambitions, giving up on the goals that I've put aside for myself, just giving up completely, giving up on life, just giving up. That's like my biggest fear, because I have big dreams for myself, and I don't want that 10 years from now, even 20 years from now, I look back and I haven't achieved anything that I set out for myself to achieve, just because I felt discouraged, or just because I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. So that's my biggest fear, because I don't see myself doing anything else in life than this that I'm doing. I don't see myself doing anything in life than me being a creative. Nah, it's just not gonna work. So that's my biggest fear, giving up on myself. Water. Because water heals. Water's life. Our 4 elements consist of water. Our body needs water, to stay hydrated. So yeah, and plus water is imagine if I was water, I'd be a superpower. I'd be a superpower. A movie. And that's because I'm a visual person. I understand things visually. Reading, it's problematic. Reading is problematic for me. Money. Money, child, because with money I can buy whatever it is I want to buy. I can buy my own happiness. So yeah, that one is very tricky, and we can go on and on and on about it, but I think I want to keep it at family, because family will never leave you. Family will always be there for you, and when people lose you, the people that you go back to is family. So yeah, family. I will have to say words of affirmation, physical touch. Apparently, my mom says that I like touching so much, like I like cuddling and all these things. I don't think that's the truth, but my mom knows me better. So physical touch is low-key my thing, even though I don't want to admit it, but it is low-key my thing. Words of affirmation, like if I love you, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna remind you that, like I love you, like I'm down for you, I'm for you. That's me. And also acts of service. If I don't tell you that I love you, I'm going to show you that I love you, because sometimes I find it hard to tell a person that I love them, so if I don't tell you, I'm gonna do something nice for you. I'm gonna show you through my actions that I love you, So yeah, that's me. I want to be seen as that one person that goes for what they want, I want for people to look at me and know that it's okay for you to fight for your dreams. It's okay for you to go after whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that your heart wants. Because whatever it is that your heart wants is what you meant to be in life. That's just God telling you, yay. Because I want for you to be an artist. I want for you to be a doctor. I want for you to be this and that. So I want for people to, they must know that, yeah, my dreams are valid. My dreams matter, no matter how small or big they are. They matter. Maybe it may not matter to the next person, but to me, they do. And to somebody else, they will, and they do. So that's how I want society to look at me more than anything else, My take on friendship is that a friendship is an extension of family. That a friendship is an environment or a place where individuals help each other. Individuals are always there for each other. We bring each other up. We uplift each other. We help each other where we cannot help ourselves. We clap hands for each other when we're doing well or when we've done well. vice versa. You know, that's friendship to me. People that are happy for one another no matter what, people that are there for one another, people that actually say I got you and they actually mean it, you know. So yeah.